Hey everyone, welcome. My name is Laura Marino and I'm a urology doctor. Today we're going to talk about an important topic for men's health, especially for those over 50. Working in the field has taught me that diet directly affects sexual life, which most people don't realise but is crucial. For example, did you know that some foods can make it harder to keep an erection? What we eat has a bigger effect on us than we think. I will honestly and clearly explain how some parts of your diet might be hurting your virility, and more importantly, how you can change your diet to have a fuller and more satisfying sexual life. We must address this serious issue. Stay tuned to find out which foods are hurting your sexual health and how to control it. Before we go any further, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our videos on relationships and sexuality. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it to help us reach more people. Please leave a 1 in the comments if you enjoyed the topic, and a 0 if you didn't. This article is specifically designed for men over 50 who want to maintain their health and have a fulfilling, intimate life. What many people don't know is that diet has a big impact on the quality of an erection. This is due to the fact that when a man becomes aroused, his brain initiates signals to the body, triggering nerves and releasing hormones that expand blood vessels. Unless blood flows properly to the penis, the erection will be weak or non-existent. This is where diet comes in. Some foods help keep blood vessels healthy, which makes blood flow better. On the other hand, a diet high in ultra-processed foods with lots of harmful fats and sugar can damage blood flow, which directly impacts the erection. When it comes to your sexual health, what you eat can have a direct effect on your performance. What you eat affects everything from your hormones and mental balance to your blood flow. For the body to work properly during the sexual response, blood needs to flow easily to the penis. Nitric oxide, a substance, relaxes and widens blood vessels to facilitate blood flow to the penis. If your body stops making this substance, you won't be able to get a firm erection, which can make your sexual life less satisfying. I've made the DII have released the digital book Rediscovering Intimacy: Healthy Sexuality After 60. Advice on how to improve your relationship and deal with emotional and physical problems, as well as ways to bring back the passion in your marriage. Access the first comment using a PIN to safeguard your copy. Because there are only so many units available, now is the time to change your love and mental life. Let's examine how this process is influenced by diet. Some foods, especially prepared foods that are high in saturated and trans fats, fast food, and foods high in fat. The main cause of this problem is meat. The fats in meat tend to build up in the walls of the arteries, making it harder for blood to flow. This makes it difficult for the body to send enough blood to the penis, which directly affects the erection. Also, a diet high in bad fats can make the body more inflamed, which is bad because when the body is inflamed, testosterone production can drop, which is an important hormone for sexual function, and can make performance problems worse. When we eat too much sugar, especially in soda, sweets, and ultra-processed foods, our bodies face a number of problems. Excess sugar can cause insulin resistance, meaning the body has more difficulty using glucose sufficiently. This can be the first step toward developing type 2 diabetes, a disease that has a direct effect on sexual health. Diabetes affects both the nerves and blood vessels, responsible for maintaining a firm and healthy erection. In fact, men with diabetes are more than twice as likely to suffer from erectile dysfunction compared to those without the disease. That's why reducing added sugar intake and opting for more natural foods like fresh fruits is a smart choice. These choices won't make blood sugar levels go up too much, which helps keep the body in balance. In addition to sugar, excessive salt consumption can harm blood vessels by elevating blood pressure. High blood pressure makes the walls of the blood vessels less flexible, which can make it harder to get an erection. To protect blood vessel health and, by extension, sexual health, it's important to limit salt intake and be wary of processed foods that often hide high sodium levels. The daily choices we make can affect our health without our awareness. Even though alcohol is common in many cultures, drinking too much of it can hurt your health. For instance, excessive alcohol consumption can hinder erections by slowing down the central nervous system, thereby hindering communication between the brain and body. This means the brain's arousal signals don't reach the body. Abusing alcohol can also lower testosterone levels, which are the main male hormone, and hurt the nerves that control sexual function. This doesn't mean that you should stop drinking alcohol completely. Drinking in moderation can have benefits like improving circulation, but drinking too much can have the opposite effect, putting your sexual health at risk. Another important thing to think about is eating a lot of soy. Soy contains chemicals called phytoestrogens that act like estrogen, the female hormone. If you eat a lot of soy, it can mess up your testosterone levels, which can lead to an imbalance in your hormones and affect how well your erectile system works. It's important to be aware of how much soy you eat, especially if there are already signs of problems in this area. Besides what you eat, it's also important to remember that your mind plays a big part in your sexual health. Stress, anxiety, and depression can significantly impact your sexual health, even if you are not immediately aware of it. Your mind and body have a deep connection, and any disruption to your mental health also impacts your physical health. Taking care of your emotional health can have a positive effect on your intimate life. Meditation, regular exercise, and even getting professional help if you need it can make a big difference in this area of your life, especially for people who want to keep their intimate lives busy and healthy. One of the best ways to make sure you stay healthy after 50 is to pay attention to what you eat. Eating more fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats like those found in olive oil and nuts can make a big difference in how well your body works. This diet also improves blood flow and keeps hormones in balance, which is important for a healthy sexual life. So, making small changes to your daily routine can have big effects on your health and your relationship. It's not necessary to view erectable as a taboo topic. Openly discussing it can lead to effective solutions. We at the channel are dedicated to providing solutions that can significantly improve your life. If you find this content beneficial, please consider sharing it with others. Please click the like button to help us keep giving you important videos. Also, please share this video with someone who could use the information. Finally, please leave your questions or comments below. See you in the next video.